Forza Horizon 6 on paper is one of the best Forza games they've ever made. I mean, the map is incredible, the sounds are realistic, and the attention to detail is unbelievable. But even though it's only been out for less than 2 months, I'm kinda bored of the game already. So why is that the case? Well, let's start off with one of the most obvious reasons. Now, one of the biggest problems is Playground Games loves to reuse the same formula for all of the games ever since Forza Horizon 4, which is basically to remove content and slowly drip feed the missing content back into the game through the festival playlist. And you know, casual people don't notice this because, you know, they're new to racing games and they're like, oh, cars, whoa. But if you're someone who regularly plays the Forza Horizon franchise, you would know that a lot of these cars are recycled. Even this Altezza that I'm driving right now, I mean, a lot of people think that this is a brand new car, and you know, it is a new to Horizon car, but this was seen in the Forza Motorsport franchise since like Forza Motorsport 3? Okay, I just looked it up. It's been in the game since Forza Motorsport 1. I mean, don't get me wrong, this is a really cool car, but it's so annoying when they just like remove content and then slowly drip feed it back into the game. I mean, there are so many cars on Forza Horizon 5 that I wanted to drive in this game, like the Jaguar F-Type, the Aston Martin 177, the Maserati Gran Turismo, and you know, we do have the license for those cars because all of those car brands are in this game. But I know for a fact that they're going to slowly introduce it through the festival playlist, which is so annoying. And you know what's more annoying? The events in the festival playlist themselves, because they are so long and I can't be asked to do lots of them. I mean, in the festival playlist this season, I have done enough to, like, you know, get the Dodge Ram SRT 10 because I wanted to get this car. But yeah, man, these events are pretty boring. I mean, one of them you have to take a picture, one of them you have to find treasure, one of them you basically just have to drive a car and then you get a super wheel spin and then, you know, you get a few points for your season progress. And in these ones, I hate these ones because these ones force you to go online, so I haven't done these two because I hate doing online races in this game. The Eliminator, I basically just survived until I was like 30th place and then I died and then I completed this. And then, you know, like you have Time Tag, which is easy, Drift Zone, which is easy, Speed Zone, which is easy. And then I hate doing these championship things as well because you need to do 3 races each. And the races are boring in this game. I'm sorry, they just are. They bore me. And the thing is, it's the same for every single season. I mean, look at this. All of the events are basically the same thing. And look at the next season. You can win the AMG GTR. Wow. A car that's been seen in every single Forza Horizon game since it was introduced. Also, they completely messed up that colour. That is not the colour that an AMG GTR should be. This is the green that it should be. And then this is the colour that they made it in this game. What is that? Okay, now, yes, I know this formula has been really successful for Playground Games. I mean, it's worked from Forza Horizon 4 onwards. But for the player, for like people who regularly get onto the game, it just feels like a chore, man. Because it's like so draining and it just sucks the life out of you for like playing the game, and it just really burns you out doing the same thing over and over again to get like recycled cars. It's so annoying. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm glad that they recycled this car because this is a really cool car in the game and I really wanted to drive this in Forza Horizon. But the fact that I'm getting burnt out of the festival playlist like a month after the game came out, it's a worrying sign because this game's going to be out for like at least another 4 years until the next Horizon game comes out. And everyone's gonna get bored, man. Now, one of the biggest selling points about Forza Horizon 6 was, of course, the progression. I mean, some of us were more excited about the progression than we were about the game being set in Japan, which is crazy. Because, you know, progression is rewarding, satisfying, and, you know, it just makes you want to play the game. However, Forza Horizon 6's progression is somehow unrewarding and pretty disappointing. I mean, to level up and get different wristbands, you need to get Horizon points. And the way you get Horizon points is by doing races, drift zones, speed traps, danger signs, you know, that sort of stuff. And seeing as there's only like 2 showcase events, getting each wristband isn't really that satisfying compared to games like Forza Horizon 2 and Forza Horizon 1. Because, you know, in those games, for each wristband, you get to do this really crazy showcase event. And, you know, it's very rewarding in those games. But because there's only 2 showcase events in this game, you know, it really does feel like a chore to get those wristbands. Like, there's no satisfaction whatsoever. So, you know, it was a bit of a grind to get each wristband, but the gold one was crazy. It completely burnt me out of the game. Because to get from the purple wristband to the gold wristband, you needed to get 12,000 Horizon points, and each race is basically 350 points, so you had to do the equivalent of like 35 races and complete every single drift zone, speed traps, danger site, every single one of them. Oh, low video memory. Come on, man. I have a 4070 Ti. Is that not enough for you? Man, I'm getting humbled by this game. This is what happens when you say anything remotely critical about this game. It just humbles you. But yeah, man, 35 races to get the gold wristband is crazy. I mean, I guarantee that some of you guys watching don't even have the gold wristband yet. But yeah, man, spoiler alert for those who don't have the gold wristband. I mean, there's not really anything to spoil, to be honest. But when you do get the 12,000 points for the gold wristband, the event is basically you driving to Legend Island with a bunch of your friends from the start of the story. And then like when you're driving there, other characters from previous Forza Horizon games join you along the way, like Kira, Warren. And in my mind I was like, oh, that's a really cool touch. And I went into the photo mode to see these characters in the cars. And they were just imposters. They were not those characters. They just have the name of those characters above the car, but they didn't bother to like import the character models from those games into this game, which would have been such good attention to detail. But yeah, it's just like the name above their cars. But yeah, man, once you do get to Legend Island, you park up, and then one of the characters, I forgot her name because I don't know any of the characters' names in this game, but yeah, one of the characters comes up to you, and then she's about to talk, and then it just ends. Which I was like, is she gonna say something? Like, is she gonna wrap things up? Like, this is basically the end of the game, and we didn't get a proper cutscene to wrap anything up. And I was like, what? Honestly, such a disappointing end to the game. I mean, the cutscenes in this game weren't great to begin with, but I would have liked like a cutscene, like, even if it was a bad cutscene, like a cutscene to like wrap things up. But we didn't get anything really. And then you compare it to games like Forza Horizon 1 and Forza Horizon 2, you get a really nice cutscene right at the end of the game to sort of wrap things up and like send you on your own journey again. So yeah, man, you basically get blue balled at the end of the game. Like something's about to happen and then it doesn't happen, and then you're like, what? And when you unlock Legend Island, you barely ever go there. Like, this is probably one of the most least visited parts of the game. I mean, don't get me wrong, the track is really cool, and it's really cool to do time trials here because, you know, most of the time trial tracks, they're like really small and stuff, but this is like a proper track, so it's really cool to do time trials here. And with the gold wristband, you do unlock all of the big races as well, like the Goliath, the Colossus, the Gauntlet, etc. But other than that, I feel like the gold wristband is not really worth it in my opinion. I mean, you're not really missing out if you haven't unlocked Legend Island in the game, because the track's kind of cool, but the grind is not worth it in my opinion. Now, customization in Forza Horizon 6 is easily the best we've seen in any Forza game. I mean, we can finally put odd wheel setups on your car, which we've never been able to do in any Forza game. And we could also put window stickers on our cars as well, which is something we've also never been able to do in any Forza game. And you know, I was really happy that we had these features in the game. But thinking about it, it's about time that they added these features. Because, you know, odd wheel setups and window stickers were seen in Need for Speed ever since 2015. Stupid drivatars. And we've had window stickers in the crew since 2018, so Forza are very late to the party adding these features in 2026. Oh, and I forgot to mention, Forza also has this new sort of Forza Aero, which is a bit of an improvement from the previous Forza games, but it still doesn't look great. I mean, you know, the splitter is better shaped than it was in the previous Forza games, but we still have the canards and this stupid tow hook on the front of it, which is actually bigger than it was in the previous Forza games. And we also have these like struts for the splitter, which I feel like is kind of pointless. Like, I think this will look better without the strut thing there. And also, the tow hook isn't a bit of an improvement because it can be painted, but I hate the fact that we still have that tow hook at the front of the car. Like, I mean, I feel like nobody genuinely likes the tow hook at the front of the car apart from people who are like, oh, like when you do a track day, you have to put a tow hook on the front of your car so you can be pulled out of ditches if you crash. I don't care. It looks ugly, man, so I'm not a fan of it. And also the wing is definitely an improvement from the previous Forza games, but I hate the fact that it's a gooseneck. I mean, you know, goosenecks do look good on GT3 RSs and stuff like that, but on this car, it just, I don't know, man, like on normal cars, it just feels kind of weird. So yeah, man, people are pretty disappointed with the customization because a racing game that's set in Japan should have way more customization. I mean, I still find it pretty crazy that we can't mix and match wide body kits in Forza. I mean, you know, when you install a wide body kit, it's installed as like one big kit, kind of like in Need for Speed 2015, but in Need for Speed, you can mix and match body kits since 2017. and the crew has had it since 2018. And the fact that Forza is still stuck with this really outdated system that they had since Horizon 3 is crazy. Like, I wish we could put different fenders on the front and back of the car. And even Clutch, that brand new racing game made by Maverick Games, you could put different fenders on the front of your car and the back of your car. So a brand new game can do that, but this is still stuck with the old system from 2016 in Forza Horizon 3. That is crazy. So yeah, man, it's pretty disappointing that they haven't addressed any of this in Forza Horizon 6. I mean, one of the biggest pastimes in racing games is customizing your cars and perfecting, etc. But when you're so limited to what you can— I am blinded by the light right now. But when you're so limited with the customization, there's only so much you can do. So the customization does feel really similar to what we got in Forza Horizon 5 and 4 and 3, and like, you know, window stickers is cool, odd wheel setups is cool as well, but I feel like there should have been way more, like interior customization. That would have been so good in this game. Now, something I noticed with Forza Horizon 6 is that the game wants you to play for as long as you possibly can. Like, it tries to squeeze every minute out of you. I mean, look at the Raku Raku Express delivery missions. You have to drive to a location with a 10-minute time limit, which is very easy to do because the location's like 2 miles away. And then you need to deliver the food to the recipient, and you need to get drift points or skill points along the way. And it makes you wonder, what was the point in driving to the location to begin with? Like, what? Like, it's just a pointless part of the game. Like, you just drive to a location to pick up the order, and then you need to deliver the thing. Like, just give me the delivery mission, please. The drive before that is completely useless. But yeah, man, it just feels like they're trying to rinse every minute of game time out of you. Like, it's trying to force you to play the game before the actual mission. Like, game devs love to brag about how many hours players are putting into the game, so they force you to play for a few minutes before the main part of the mission, which I don't know, it just feels kind of desperate in my opinion. And it's the same thing with the day trips as well, because in this game there's this new game mode where you have to like drive and like explore the map with a bunch of other drivers, and when you get to a certain part of the map, you and all the other drivers need to race to a certain part of the map, and whoever gets there fastest wins or something. So the main mission of the game is right at the end of the pointless drive that it forces you to do before you do the actual mission. And it's the exact same thing with the Yuji's Auto Horizon story as well. Like, you need to like drive to a location in the stock car, and when the car's modified, that's when the mission starts basically. Honestly, it does genuinely feel like the developers are trying to farm game time and make you play the game for as long as possible. And honestly, it makes you wonder, why did they add auto drive into this game? Honestly, it feels like the developers actually like planned on adding auto drive into this game so that the players can go AFK and then they could just farm game time. It does genuinely feel— tell me I'm not going crazy, man. Like, tell me this is no conspiracy. I'm like not some crazy conspiracy theory. It feels— what is going on? But yeah, man, I probably sound like a crazy conspiracy theorist right now, but what is going on, man? But yeah, it just feels like they're trying to farm game time out of this game. Like, what are you trying to do? Now, I really missed proper seasons in Forza Horizon 5 because there was no proper snow. I mean, you get this very thin layer of snow on the top of the volcano, but other than that, you can't really find snow in the game unless you go to the Hot Wheels DLC. But then Forza Horizon 6 fixed that with a certain part of the map being covered in snow, so you had a snow biome in the game, which is perfect. Because, you know, you could just explore Japan and Tokyo and all the countryside, and then when you want to see snow in the game, you just drive to the place where there's snow in the game and then you're sorted. And then winter comes around and covers the whole map in snow, which is just like really unnecessary when there's already a specific part of the map for snowy driving. I mean, genuinely, I was enjoying driving around this map in autumn and spring and summer. And when winter came around, it really shocked me because at no point when I was driving in any of those seasons was I thinking, oh, I would really love it if the whole map gets covered in snow. And now it has been covered in snow. And I'll be honest, I'm not a big fan of this, because winter makes everything grayscale and it sort of like removes the vibes from the game and it makes everything look depressing, sort of. Is it just me, or does anyone else feel like that as well? And the crazy part is that there's no way to like escape the snow in the game, because if I go into here, there's no like adjustment for the weather. Like, I mean, there is an adjustment for the weather, but you can't change the season with it, which is I don't know, man. Even the Crew 1 had a setting in the photo mode where you can like change the season, but in this game you can't do that whatsoever, which is crazy. But yeah, man, you can't really escape winter. Like, winter just stays as winter, which is so annoying. And also, this is going to be a bit of an unpopular opinion, but I like the winters in Forza Horizon 4 because the roads were slippery. You know, I like the fact that the roads also get covered in snow and it's not really cleared up, so when you're driving you just drift around everywhere. It's so much fun. I mean, yes, the winters in that game looked way more depressing and grayscale, but when winter came around, it genuinely felt like a big change to the map. Like, you had to like change the car you drove, you had to install snow tires. It just changed how you played the game, which I did actually kind of enjoy because it felt dramatic when the season changed. But with Forza Horizon 6, the roads are perfectly clear of snow. Like, everything else is covered in snow apart from the roads, which are like perfectly cleared, so it doesn't feel like a big season change. It just feels like a skin's been put on top of the map, which makes it look like winter, but it doesn't really feel like winter. Yeah, I feel like seasons were pretty unnecessary in this game. I feel like ever since they introduced it in Forza Horizon 4, they felt like they had to keep it, because if they completely got rid of it, then the place would be like, ah, you messed up with the seasons. But yeah, they sort of like shot themselves in the foot with seasons in Forza Horizon 4, and now they have to keep it in the game. So yeah, man, I would have much preferred this game without seasons, because there's already a part of the map in this game with snow in it, so if you want to see the snow, then you can go there. And at no point when I was driving in any other season did I think, oh, I really wish it would snow. But yeah, it is what it is, but I really wish there were no seasons in this game. Now, in Forza Horizon 5, we saw a stadium with a football in the middle, and we thought, surely we're gonna get car football in this game. But in the 4 years that we had Forza Horizon 5, we never even saw a glimpse of car football. I mean, the stadium evolved into like so many different things, like a NASCAR circuit, a hockey rink, and even like a beach, which I found really weird because there's an actual beach in the game. But we never saw car football. We never saw goalposts. I mean, how crazy is that? How did we see hockey goalposts, but we didn't see football goalposts? Like, what? Honestly, so weird. But as you can see in Forza Horizon 6, I am driving around in the stadium right now. Yep, this game has a stadium as well. But we still don't have car football in this game. There's no sign of car football. The stadium is basically just used as an arena, like some off-road races you drive through here, like there's ramps and everything. But they haven't gone into the effort of putting in car football into this game, which is crazy. Like, honestly, car football makes so much sense in this game, because we have actually seen car football in a Forza game already, in Motorsport 4. Yep, a Forza Motorsport game had car football, but the Arcade Horizon franchise still doesn't have it, which is crazy. Also, car football just makes so much sense, because there are like games that are dedicated to car football, like Rocket League, which are like really popular games. So if you integrate that into this game, you basically have Rocket League inside of Forza Horizon 6, so you're kind of killing two birds with one stone, and like no one will play Rocket League anymore, even though that's like a completely different game with different physics. I don't care, man. It's kind of like a realistic Rocket League. Honestly, it makes so much sense for the developers if they want to like farm game time in this game. And also, it's the World Cup right now, so like it's perfect timing if they add it right now. But obviously they're not going to do it right now, but like, yeah, I really want to see car football in this game, man. So yeah, I mean, I guess one of the reasons why I'm bored in Forza Horizon 6 is because we don't have car football yet, and I'd be less bored if we had it. So yeah, please add car football playground games, because it just makes so much sense.